wake up in Country Club jail at Medinah Club. And before I know it, I am tackled to the ground, zip cuffed. I have a
Golfers, the ropes can be hard sometimes, you know what I mean? And they don't take too well to advances.
They won't even pay attention. They're just in their own little world.
Never.
Yeah.
Except a few. There's a few good ones out there. Sahith
Some
Thagala
do.
is a good one.
Sahith is my man. He's a friend of the birdhole.
Phil's fantastic.
Phil's the best. Can't get much out of Bubba Watson.
Bubba Watson doesn't like to be touched.
Well, you got a great Bubba Watson story.
No way.
I can't believe you just mentioned that name. Yeah, Bubba and I go way back.
Really?
So this was the Ryder Cup 2012.
What was that? Was that
Chicago?
Medinah, Chicago, yeah.
Yeah.
So one of my fraternity brothers, his dad is a member at Medinah.
Oh crap!
And I happened to be able to come visit him, and we went. He invited me to the Ryder Cup, and this is my first ever golf tournament.
It's a big one.
It was humongous. It was I don't even have the words to describe. I was just expecting, have a few beers, watch some golf. Understatement of the year. So you guys probably already know being this one. So the crowd will go ahead to try and get to the hole so they can watch their favorite player.
Oh yeah.
So I think it was Bubba and all these big names were there. I was more interested in the drinking aspect. I wasn't a big golfer at the time, but yeah, I'm like, sure, that'll be cool. So I wanted to go get some drinks, and they have these tents set up very, carefully, so it's away from the play. And the one rule that they give you is, don't cut across actual fairways and greens, because obviously plays going on. So the beer tent's over here, and my friends are over there, and let me just quickly run. No one's gonna see me. So I run, I grab the two beers, and I'm running back. And as I'm running by, this ball just lands square in front of me. So the other rule is if the ball lands in front of you, you take a few steps back and, let whoever hit it come and get out of the way.
Step on it.
So, yeah. So I have the two beers in hand, and this ball comes around. I'm like, oh, shit. So I take a few steps back. I'm in a little bit of the rough. And it's Bubba Watson, and this huge crowd is just walking right behind him. So put my beers down. I'm watching him. Takes this perfect shot, lands right on the green. And he's as close as Frank and I are. So I'm like, yeah, Bubba, what's up? And I raise my hand up just to give him a high five. The guy next to me smacks him on the ass.
Oh.
I'm sure
Hard.
appreciated that.
Hard. I could hear the recoil. Bubba turns around and can see just my hand up like this. And he points to me. And before I know it, I am tackled to the ground, zip cuffed. I have a minor concussion. The beers are gone, spilled all over the place. And I'm been knocked to the ground. I'm being carried away. And I just see grass and shit in my eyes. And I can see my friend just running full speed at me. I kind of blacked out. I wake up in Country Club jail at Medinah Club.
How was Medinah Country Club jail?
Beautiful. 10 out of 10 experience. And I still zip cuffed. And they're like, what were you doing? What was this? You can't, you're not allowed to touch the players. We can file, assault charges. And again, I'm assuming I had a concussion because I've never felt like this before where I'm hearing things, but it's just a delay in everything. My friend, his dad show up, and they're like, it wasn't him. I'm like, no, I just raised my hand. They also have CC footage all across the course. Where they hide these cameras, I don't know, in the fucking trees. It was crazy. But they were able to go back to the tape, and they saw that it wasn't me. They let me go. And as a consolation, they let me pick out a hat. This is so.
I've actually,
you
pretty
ever-
sure I've heard about Bubba talking about it.
No, so I tweeted this. I tweeted a picture of me with the hat, and I was like, thanks, Bubba. He retweeted me. He He didn't say anything. He just retweeted it. I was like, thanks, Bubba.
Like, that's
He
so-
retweeted me. So
Like, I mean, like you think
Did
of
you get a
it-
lot of Twitter followers after that?
Are
you famous now?
I have to check. Yeah, I'm at X, right?
X,
So-
yeah.
Whatever.
But you think of
At
like,
that time, it was still
Yeah.
Twitter.
he,
Zozo.